Yes, good people, welcome back to the Guitar Manifesto channel. I hope you're all doing well out there. So today we're checking out my latest score on eBay. This is a Squier Vintage Modified Mustang. Awesome guitar. I picked this up, used condition, for £200. This is a 2013 model. These are now discontinued and later got replaced by the Classic Vibe, which you can currently buy now for around the £350 mark. But if you're looking for something cheap and you don't quite like the bullet, you like the aesthetics of the sort of classic Mustang, this is definitely well worth a look out for. Now the Vintage Modified ran up to about 2018 and then replaced by the, like I say, the Classic Vibe, which had a few different tweaks over this original one. But to me, I think in general these are possibly a better guitar for a few reasons. You've got a basswood body, the modern ones have got a poplar body. This has got Duncan design pickups, the newer one has Fender Alnico, but I think these pickups do sound pretty decent. You've got a rosewood fingerboard, where the modern ones have an Indian laurel. These have got medium jumbo frets. The Classic Vibe has the narrow tall frets, and also the bridge on the later ones was upgraded to sort of like a proper Mustang barrel saddle ones. These ones do have one that is a little bit more problematic, but for £200 these are decent guitars. So up close and personal, like I said, it's a basswood body. This whole guitar weighs 3.4 kilos, so not super light, but just feels pretty good in the hands. It's got a super cool sonic blue polyurethane finish, and if you're a Kurt Cobain fan, these are a good platform to modify to Kurt Cobain's In Utero era Mustang. But yeah, this one is pretty clean for a 2013. She's got a couple of little cracks on the neck pocket. This is quite common on these. It's nothing really to worry about. It's just a bit of a crack in the paint. It's quite common, but you know, I wouldn't let it put you off. I know it's a little bit annoying, but I've had quite a few Fenders in the past, including original 60s Mustangs, and yeah, it's quite a common thing in them, unfortunately. So in terms of the setup, you've got a 4-ply torque pickguard. Again, you've got them Seymour Duncan design single coil pickups, which do sound pretty decent. Mustangs have this funky switching, which is pretty easy to get your head round. So you've got two switches. You've got one for the neck, one for the bridge pickup. When they're both in the middle position, that's the pickups turned off. If you turn one either way, that's that pickup turned on. But things get a little funky with these when you start moving the switches around. If you put them towards each other or away from each other, that's out of phase. If you put them facing the same direction either way, that's in phase. And again, if you've got a pickup in the middle, that's off. If you turn it either way, that's the pickup turned on. And then you've got a master volume tone control, so you can get some pretty decent sounds out of these. They are a fun little guitar to play. You've got your output jack on the front there. There's no belly cut on these or contouring on the armrest, but still a sweet looking body. Onto the neck, you've got a maple neck. These are 24-inch short scale guitars, so that's 24 inches from the nut to the bridge there. And then while I'm on the subject of the bridges on these ain't the best. They've got adjustable saddles and they tend to be a bit of a pain. They can vibrate, the saddles can drop. You can get around it with some Loctite, or what a lot of people did, and this one had it on when I bought it, is get these Mustang barrel bridges. The only trouble with this one is it's 7.25 inch radius and the fingerboard is 9.5 inch radius, so that one's no good. So if you do want one like that, which the Classic Vibes do have this style barrel saddles with the 9.5 inch radius, that's one upgrade you certainly might want to think about on these. But yeah, just make sure you don't get the 7.25 inch radius one. Back onto the neck, maple neck. You've got a rosewood fingerboard, medium jumbo frets. You've got 22 frets, 9.5 inch radius fingerboard. You've got pearloid dot markers. It's a modern C profile neck, just like the newer Classic Vibe model. Skunk stripe down the back. It's got a glossy finish to the back of the neck. You've got a 4-bolt neck with that Squier embossed emblem on the back. So the nut on this is 42mm plastic nut. The Classic Vibe have a synthetic bone nut. So if you want to upgrade this, you can always change it to like a tusk nut or a bone nut. It's pretty Pretty simple to do. Onto the headstock, you've got a classic Mustang looking headstock with that super cool Mustang decal. You've got vintage style tuners, which are my personal favourite. Crafted in Indonesia. The first two numbers of the year it was made. It's a 2013, made at the Indonesian Court Factory. But these definitely are a very cool guitar indeed. So yeah, the Mustang guitar, very unique sound. Like I say, I've had many incarnations of these over the years, from original 60s ones up to Japanese reissues. I've had Cabane models. They are just super cool guitars, really fun to play. I often get asked what's my favourite out of the Mustang, Jaguar and Jazzmaster. I personally like the Jazzmaster, my favourite, but if I was honest, personally I think the Mustang is probably the most fun out of the three to play. It's just a really cool guitar and you get some pretty gnarly sounds out of them. A lot of people modify these, stick a hot rail or a humbucker in a bridge position, but to be honest, I think they have a unique sound of their own. If you're into your more sort of indie alt rock kind of music, you can get some real thin bitey sounds out of these, and I think they do sound pretty cool. So for today's demo, I'm not going to play to a backing track. I'm going to sort of break it down, going through the 4 different playing positions. I'm going to start off playing clean on the neck position. We'll go in phase, out of phase, and then we'll check out that bridge pickup. So the first demo, I'll be playing it all clean, then I'll go through all the 4 different playing positions again with a Boss DS1 with the settings you can see there. Just to give you an idea what these sound like, this is quite a harsh sounding pedal and I think it really complements these, and when you get them into a mix you've got some real bitey single coil sounding guitar, which is completely different to anything else. So I reckon the next thing you should do is plug her in, let her rip. you go, my latest eBay score for £200, a 2013 Squier Vintage Modified Mustang, finishing a sonic blue. Awesome guitar, a lot of guitar for the money. These still show up quite regularly. They did them in a vintage white, Fiesta red, sonic blue. There may have been another colour, but I'm getting old and I can't quite remember. But you can still pick these up on Facebook Marketplace and eBay. They do show up quite regularly. But if you can pick one of these up for around 200 quid, or the classic vibe, you've got a real awesome guitar for the money. So that'll probably wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, The Guitar Manifesto. If you want to see me do a comparison between a vintage modified and a classic vibe Mustang, hit the link in the corner. See you all soon. Peace.